Greetings and welcome to Yarnspirations. I'm Mary Beth Temple for Hooked for Life, and in this video we're going to take a closer look at the large potted plant crochet cozy. Now this is an intermediate pattern, so I promise you I'm not going to go too crazy with instructions, but I do want to go over this diamond pattern because it has a lot of stitches in it, most of which you'll be familiar with, but I want to make sure and give you a little refresher. You can find out all about the materials while you're clicking on the link below to download your free pattern. And while you're down there, please subscribe to the channel for fresh content weekly on knitting, crocheting, and other yarny stuff. But let's take a look at the textured diamond pattern that makes up the focal point of this crochet cozy. Looking at the diamond pattern section, as is often the case here on Yarnspirations, we have it written out in text version, but we also have it written out as a stitch diagram. So no matter which one you use, you're going to start with a chain 18. Single crochet in second chain from hook. Half double crochet in next chain. Single crochet in each of next two chain. 1, 2, chain 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Skip next 9 chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Single crochet in each of next two chain. So there's 1. There's 2. Half double crochet in the next chain. And single crochet in the last chain. Turn the work. So that is before the turn. That is row 1. For the second row, chain 1. Single crochet in first single crochet. Half double crochet back post around next half double crochet. So we're going to yarn over for a regular double crochet. We're going to find that stitch, which is, there's the single, so there's the half, and it's a back post, so we're going from the back of the work, bringing the bringing the hook up on the right side of the stitch and down on the left side. Yarn over and pull it through the stitch. Yarn over, pull through all 3. And that gives us a half double back post, and that is sitting around the throat of the stitch, not in top of the stitch. Chain 2, 1, 2, 1 double crochet back post around each of next 2 single crochet. So once again, back post. So we're going to yarn over to make a double. We're coming from the back to the front in the same place that we went from the front to the back on the stitch previous, because we're working around the throat of the single crochet. So up and then whoops, down, yarn over, bring it through the stitch, and now yarn over, pull through 2 twice because this is a double crochet back post, whereas the previous stitch was a half double crochet. Yarn over, coming in from the back, you're working around the throat of that single crochet that's just hanging out there. Yarn over, pull it around the stitch, yarn over, pull through 2 twice. 1, 2. So there are 2 double crochet back posts. Chain 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. skip the chain 9, which is right here, double crochet back post around each of next 2 singles. So there's the single right there, so you're really sort of coming in into that chain space. But again, it's a back post stitch. We're working around the throat of the stitch. You're not really working in that chain space. That's one. Oh, got a little twisted here. Let me get untwisted. There we go. There's that. There's that. So back post. Yarn over, pull it around the stitch. Yarn over, pull through 2 twice because it's a double. Chain 2, 1, 2, half double crochet back post around the next half double crochet, which is right here. So again, we want the stitch to show on the back, so we're coming from the back. Yarn over, pull it around the stitch, and this time it's yarn over, pull through all 3, because this is a half double crochet back post, not a double crochet. And then we're going to single crochet in the last single crochet. Fair enough. So this is the side we were looking at. And if we turn the work, which we were just about to do, there's our post stitches. Third row, chain 1, single crochet in the first single crochet. I sense a theme. Half double crochet front post around next half double crochet. So it was a back post on the previous row, but now it's a front post. We want to go around the stitch from the front of the work. And that's a half double crochet back post. So we're yarning over, pulling it around the stitch, yarning over, pull all through 3, through all 3, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, skip the chain 2, which is this guy right here, double crochet front post around each of next 2 double crochets. So here are the post stitches that I already made. Now these are a lot easier to see because they're already post stitches, and it's front post, so we're keeping these stitches on the front of the work. And there's the second one. Chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, skip the chain 7, double crochet front post around each of next 2 double crochets. So here's my 2 double crochets. So front post, so I'm going from right to left around the throat of the stitch, yarn over, pull it around the stitch, yarn over, pull through 2 twice, I really have a heck of a time keeping this side untwisted, don't I? There we go. There's the second one. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, skip the chain 2, which is right there, half double crochet front post around next half double crochet, so yarn over, staying to the front of the work, go around the front, the throat of the stitch, yarn over, pull it around the stitch, yarn over, pull through all 3 because this is the half double, and then single crochet in the last single crochet. So you can see our post stitches are starting to lean in towards the center. And let's take a look at that on the diagram. See them coming in that direction? So again, whether you use the diagram or the text, it'll work. Moving on to the 4th row. We've turned the work, chained 1, single crochet in first single crochet, half double crochet back post around next half double crochet. Once again, it's pretty easy to see now. Once you have those post stitches in the right place, it's really easy to figure out where the next post stitch belongs. Chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me pull up some more yarn here. Skip the chain 3, which is right here. Double crochet back post around each of next 2 double crochets. So there's my back post. There's the next one. Pico. Now the pico directions are on the front page. It says chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, slip stitch in 4th chain from hook, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, a lot of times when I'm stitching and we're doing foundations, I ask you to work in the back or the bump of the chain instead of the front. But in this, I like to go through the front and get under 2 of the 3 legs of the chain because I want that to be nice and sturdy and have some height. So we've done our picot. Skip next chain 5. That's here. Double crochet back post around each of next 2 double crochet. That's 1. 2. Chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Skip the chain 3. There's the chain 3 right there. So we're going to skip that chain 3, half double crochet back post around next half double crochet. And that last single crochet in the last single crochet. So here is the wrong side of the work. Here is the right side. We see our post stitches shifting towards the center, our picots standing up straight and centered in the center of the row, and our chains over here are getting bigger while these are getting smaller. So we're moving on to the 5th row. Just be aware, once we get through the 12th row, you're going to keep repeating the 5th through the 12th rows. So these 4 rows that we've just done, that's the setup. And now we're done with the setup. We're now moving on to the part where you're going to do these rows in order more than once. So we're on the 5th row, chain 1, single crochet in first single crochet, half double crochet front post around next half double crochet. So once again, pretty easy to see the throat. That's half double, so we're pulling through all of them. Chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Skip the chain 4, which is this guy right here. Single crochet front post around each of next 2 double crochet. So no yarn overs, we're skipping the 4, and it's a single crochet front post. So just bring it up from around the stitch like we've been doing. That's 1. That's 2. Bobble in chain 4 space created by the picot. So here is that chain 4 space created by the picot. And to make the bobble, we're going to yarn over hook and draw up a loop, yarn over hook and draw through 2 loops on hook 5 times. So 1, yarn over hook, draw up a loop, yarn over hook, draw through 2. That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 'Yarn over hook, draw through all loops on hook.' That's the end of that stitch. So that's what our bobble looks like. And you can see it's sitting in the picot, so it's nice and centered. Single crochet front post around each of next 2 double crochets. So there's 1, and 2, chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, skip the chain 4, half double crochet front post. I think you're sensing a theme at the beginning and the end of the row. And single crochet in the last single crochet. So that is the end of the 5th row, and there's our bobble. 6th row, chain 1, single crochet in first single crochet, half double crochet back post around next half double crochet, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, skip next chain 4, double crochet back post around each of next 2 single crochets. So here's my singles up here. They're right before that bobble. So double crochet back post, there's 1, and there's 2. Remember, we're not interfering with the bobble at all. Chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, skip the bobble, double crochet back post around each of next 2 singles. So there's 1, oops, there we go. There's 2, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, skip next chain 4, that's this guy right here, half double crochet back post, around next half double crochet, and then single crochet in the last single crochet. We are cruising now. It makes a lot more sense once you have something to look at. You know what I mean? The first couple rows are a little tedious because you're trying to get the pattern established, but it's way easier to see once you've gotten going. So we've turned. We are on the 7th row, chain 1, single crochet in first single crochet, half double crochet back post, or front post, pardon me, around next half double crochet, chain 2, 1, 2, skip the chain 3, which is right there, double crochet front post around each of next 2 double crochets. Here's my front post. There's my next front post. And once again, I know I've said it before, but once you get the post stitches well established, the long ones, the double crochets, they're really easy to find because you tend to put them in the post stitches that you did previously. Chain 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Skip next chain 5, which is this guy. Double crochet front post around each of next 2 double crochet. 1, 2, chain 2, skip next chain 3, 1, 2, skip the chain 3, and the half double crochet front post in the half double crochet, and the single crochet in the last single crochet. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and put the next couple of rows on because I think you got the hang of things now, but I do want to come back and just look very briefly at the 11th row because it has a stitch we haven't seen yet. Alright, we're taking a look at the 11th row, which is where this stitch happens, and that's just a single crochet, but you want to enclose all those other chains. So let's take a look and see what that looks like. So I'm on the 11th row, chain 1, single crochet in first single crochet, half double crochet front post in next half double crochet, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, skip the chain 2, which is right here, double crochet front post around each of next 2 double crochet, that's 1, and that's 2, chain 2, 1, 2. Now it says working over all 5 chains to enclose them, single crochet in chain 5 space 5 rows below. So we want to enclose all 5 chains. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's the chain 5 space, and we're making a single crochet. So you're putting your hook all the way down here, yarn over, and pull it up. You don't want to give it a ton of space, but you want to get it up near the height of the rest of the row and finish your single crochet. And it says enclosing all 5 chains. So you notice I held my working yarn to the back. So if you look at this on this side, you see stitch, and you look at it on the reverse, you see stitch. And that's what we mean by having enclosed it. Single crochet in chain 5. Okay, we did that. Chain 2. 1, 2, double crochet front post around each of next 2 double crochets. There's 1. And there's 2, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, skip the chain 2, half double crochet front post, and single crochet, and I know you know what that looks like. So here's what we have going on here. So the 12th row again, I know that you can handle that because there's nothing there we haven't seen. So you're going to repeat the 5th to the 12th rows 10 times more, then the 5th to the 8th rows once and fasten off, and then with right sides facing each other, and this is the right side with the post stitches, this is the wrong side without the post stitches. Fold the diamond pattern section in half, aligning short edges with each other, working through both thicknesses and making sure to match patterns, slip stitch evenly across the short ends. Fasten off turned diamond pattern section right side out. So what you're going to have is a big circle. Here it is. After that, there's really nothing that fiddly to do. You're going to go ahead and follow the instructions about putting those two edges on. When you get to down here, these are very simple crochet strips, but before you put that bottom edging in, you're just going to twist them. Just twist the tabs so that you get that faux macrame look. And then when you get to put the fringe on the bottom, we have a little diagram to do that too. So that's all there is to that. So thank you so much for joining us here for the large potted plant crochet cozy. I'm Mary Beth Temple for Hooked for Life. Please subscribe to the channel for fresh content weekly on knitting, crocheting, and other yarny stuff. And we look forward to seeing you again here on Yarnspirations real soon. Bye-bye.